Okay. Oh, that's the wrong tool. Extend right. And we're good. Held above overnight point of control pretty well. Right from the open, it's zoomed up. Failed to hold above previous day's value area high and overnight value area high, so. But held again at overnight point of control, so see if it's going to break and hold above again. I've got something in my throat this morning. Well, this afternoon. I'm going to have to wait, 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes before I can get any sort of high quality trade, just because all these levels are a little bit spaced apart this morning, which is normal. And then we got our usual 10 o'clock till 11:30 window to hit some awesome fucking trades. Seen that ICT streaming this morning. Was tempted to just jump into that, but it'd probably just be raging about volume profile again. That was hilarious when he was raging about that. I couldn't have timed my move to volume profile better for that, because he literally started raging about it on a video like a week after I made the switch. Pretty funny. These overnight value levels give me hella fucking OCD if they're not like right on the histogram. Friday was such a big day. After I didn't even realize that. After I just finished up for the day at 11 something, and then didn't check it, and then it went and rallied up a hell of a lot into the well, not into the close, but into the afternoon. I just realised I need to pop my chat out. There we go. This is going to be my last week on this Lucid account, I think. And then back onto the Exa phase. The Lucid account has served its purpose. So as of next week, hopefully. Real money trading payout time. It's just gonna be an awkward it's gonna be an awkward thing to do because I'm gonna start trading my XFAs and then like 2 weeks after that or 2 or 3 weeks there'll be like the Christmas break when no one trades because of the Christmas drop off in volume. We also have, when's contract rollover? That's not for like a couple of weeks, right? Yeah, that's like literally 6 days before Christmas. We're not even in December yet. What's the date? 24th. Okay. But this is Thanksgiving week, so markets are short on Thursday. So now we failed below overnight POC, but bounced off previous week's POC. A lot of POCs. Literally overnight, previous week, and previous day's POC, all in what? A 20-point range. Where's previous day's value area low? God damn. All the way down there. We just kind of had a ranged overnight session, so. I wonder if ICT is looking at these relative equal lows from London. That's what I'd be looking at if I was an ICT trader. No real volume. I mean, there is volume obviously, but no real like definitive volume nodes being built up really so far. Just kind of one big smattering of like small nodes. POC can like just as easily shift anywhere around here. I kind of want to see a bullish move today, to be honest, just because a short move here looks more complicated than a long. A long looks real easy. Just wait for a break above overnight value area high, previous day's value area high. Wait for some nice volume above them, and the fact that overnight fair value or point of control is there, previous days is there. So between Friday's regular trading hours and the overnight session, fair value has shifted up, and so far it's still slightly shifted up. So all of that is a bullish sign. So I would prefer a long today. Squeaky ass fucking chair. There we go. Always squeaks when it's like between 2 points. Also, I posted that video of my last week's stream, or last week's like streaming clips, just basically every trade that I did take or every trade I was looking at possibly taking but didn't, into like a short 7 or 8 minute video and posted it. But that's beside the point. What I was wanted to say about that video is I went for like a completely new thumbnail style, which was basically not all of it obviously, but it was using AI to like generate a kind of base for me to then add the other stuff too. But I was actually very pleased with it. It feels like I'm almost cheating because like I didn't really make the thumbnail. I did, but AI helped me. But yeah, it was really funny. I basically just put a photo of myself into an AI thing and then told it to do, like prompted it to position me a certain way and stuff. Like I was looking straight at the camera in the photo that I put into it, and then I told the AI to like make me look to the left of the image, and it did it. But if you look at the thumbnail and like zoom into it, maybe I guess, or maybe you can look at it just like without zooming in, you can tell like once you know that it's AI, you can like tell, like it's very different to how I would look like in person, but it's still obviously me. But yeah, it's funny. And then my girlfriend was messing around with it then because she wanted to see if it was realistic for her, and it was. So that was, yeah. That's what I spent yesterday doing. Held above previous week's POC. If we can get a solid enough break here, I will long this. And do like a 1-to-1 from previous day's high probably, or overnight. Previous day's high is probably the cleaner one. It's got over current session value area high there with it, and then I'll leave a runner for previous week's value area high. But then beyond that, I have nothing. So I just realised previous day and previous week's value area lows are pretty close. So that's like honestly, if it were to come all the way down here, which I don't think it would, I would take that long simply off that. What's the ATR today? I've got CVD on here as well because I was messing around with that. Was I messing around with that on stream? I can't remember. Maybe I was looking at after the stream. But I want to get into the habit of using this, but I just don't have the experience with it yet. But I understand the concept of it. I also don't know if this if TradingView's CBD is like as good as maybe some other platforms ones. I don't know. Don't know if they work as well as another platform. But I like the idea of using the delta. I just need to figure out how I'm going to use it, because you have things like delta divergence and stuff. And like today, I'm assuming that this means, yeah, because it can go negative, can't it? Yeah, so that suggests that buyers are in control, at least right now. And then like on Friday, obviously they were very much in control, even though price was dropping. But if you were to zoom in relative to this, you'd probably see some sort of divergences on the cumulative volume delta. Anyway, I like to check ATR because I want to see how big the stop loss should be today. That's not a bad long, to be honest. It's at the very least a B. Not much. It's not really much of a shelf is the only issue. And I want to see a more confident break for that specific long there, but that is a long idea. If we can break more like up here, above the high of the day maybe, then get this. I'll take a 1-to-1 or just over a 1-to-1, and then I'll leave a runner on for previous week's value area high. See if we can grab that. But if we can break above there, we'll do that. Or if it just wants to stay in this range, that's honestly probably even better, because that'll extend this shelf a bit and make it more prominent. POC is also probably going to shift up if we get any sort of retrace down here. It's going to be very close to shifting up, which is like a bullish sign. If we break that high, I'll go in with that long there, which will be 677.25, stop loss at 69.25. Okay, I've got that ready on my other chart. To the very least a B, because we have the previous day's value area high and current session value area high, and then we have like a little node here, so it's like a soft. I'm going to call this a soft A, because we do have this little node. It's just not like a real solid like ledge. Still not broken this high yet. That's going to be my my trigger. Once we break this high, my limit order goes in. Because that's a confident enough break. Oh. Okay, limit orders going in. And then 6925. See if we get tagged into that. Limit orders there. Now we wait. I'll take a little 1-to-1, and then I will leave a runner on a previous week value area high. And then my break-even point will also be, I switch this around so now, because I keep drawing it like from the position. 88. There we go. So 8475 is my break-even point once I'm filled. Rabin, what's good? Here we are indeed. Oh, dumping into the... back into the range. I wonder if we do get filled on this. Might want to just run away, but we'll see. I really do think that we're going to be getting a shift up in the POC as well, if we can get down here. Because look how... I mean, to be honest, it's probably going to even shift up here. Which, I kind of don't want it to do. Because then if we fail at that POC... yeah, we'll see. I would want POC to shift here. And then here. But if it shifts all the way higher up there, that's kind of worrisome. But it looks like we might just get filled. Let's hope. Oh. Yeah, there's that POC shift I was talking about. So I'm going to want us to... really, I need it to come and tag us now. I don't want to wait around, really, because if this fails at this higher POC, that's bearish. So if it's going to fill me here, then that's fine. But if it gets back up above POC, I'll probably honestly cancel my loader and wait. Looks like it's probably going to just fill us here now. Because if we drop into my order here and then pop back up above POC, that's great. But if we get back above POC here, if we stop just shy and get back above, probably going to cancel my order, to be honest. Just because I don't really want to see it come lower, below POC for this long play. I'm going to give it some chance to come tag me if it wants, but if we break above this high, then I'll cancel and just wait. It's really teasing me. Let's move this along a bit. I don't like having the position right on the candles. Here we go. Surely get filled here, right? Nope. Would have been nice because I would have already be break even, almost. I'm still waiting. I want to see it do. The only thing that's going to make me cancel is if we get a full swing and back above, probably honestly back above current session value area high. That'll make me cancel my orders. For right now, we stay. Filled? Not filled? Filled? Come on. Oh. It's right on the... It literally... It tickled me. Literally tickled me. That was one tick away, I think. Yep, one tick away from fill. There we go, that's a fill. That was a big old fill. Okay, that makes me worried, to be honest. That does make me worried. The fact that we're failing off that POC, I'm probably getting stopped on this one. Probably getting stopped. We shall see. Because that's not what you want to see for bullishness. That was why this higher shift of the POC was scaring me. So I don't know, maybe I probably should have waited on that one. Very tricky entry. But yeah, we'll see. Where'd my sound go as well? I just realised I didn't get an order fill like sound. It's my I think my sound's muted, I think. There we go. It's looking like a stop out. Did current session... Where was the shift? Oh, we're back up. Might have just survived. So we shifted... Where did we shift? It was like somewhere around here, right? There. So 808 we shifted, and my entry was what? 1008, and then my entry was 1011, so 3 minutes. When we get back up to POC, that makes me much more confident. Let me just knock this yellow line across a bit so I can see it a bit better when it hits price. Still a bit worrisome that I need it back above POC really. I mean, obviously because I'm long, but you know. I'd say on a confidence level, this is probably the least confident trade I've ever entered. Solely down to that POC shift. Solely down to that. We're what, like 3 points from break even now? 2 points from break even. There we go, back above POC is great. Ah, I rejected it. Come on. Get up there. Okay, that's break even, so that's good. And that's order filled, nice. Solid. Now we will hold. Stop 2 ticks in profit. Let's see if we can trail this now. So that's order filled on that. Dub of the week. First dub of the week. Great. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can trail this all the way up to the 700s now. That's what I want. 725. I'll just do 6,000. I need to move my chart a bit. We'll do 6,700 dead on because it's a nice even number. So sell limit going in at 6,700. See if we can squeeze another 10, 13 points out of that. I will trail probably, you know what, I am going to, once we get, if we break above this high of day now, I'm going to trail like slightly behind POC. So like I think this spot here is a nice spot for a stop to be, just behind this, the node that makes POC. Because if we're bullish, we should hold above that. I'll do that once we break this high of day. I'll trail up to, what's that? Say 6680. I've yet to have a trade though, actually, where I can squeeze a runner. But so far, every trade I've taken where I've held a runner, the runner's been stopped. So we'll see. Whether that's just me being unlucky or I don't know. Yeah, that was a solid hold. Again, I was unconfident because of that POC shift, but I said exactly what I did. I was like, if it does a little swing, if I get filled before it does this kind of swing that it's kind of completing now, I'll take it, and I'll just be content with the outcome. And if it were to do this swing but fell a bit short of me, didn't fill me, then I would probably not be getting into this now. I'd probably be cancelling my limit order around about now. It's really struggling to make some new value. Or not make some new value. It's really struggling to get above this current session value area high. Ooh, that was a little crack. It would be funny if it stops me at break even, because this is what I've noticed with a lot of my break even trades. It seems like I get my move, obviously, I get my bounce from the value area that I'm like trading off of, and then it fills fills part of my position, and then I get stopped at break even. But when I get stopped at break even, it's basically just like a retest of the initial area that I entered off, and then it goes. And it's pretty tricky to avoid that, obviously, because I don't want to really like take a partial and then trail my stop, but my stop still be like in the negative. But if we can do this little swing here, like a little micro swing, and push new highs, please, yes, make me look cool for YouTube. It's going to stop me at break even, right? As I said, make me look cool for YouTube. I think the last trade I took it was a runner and a break even, if I'm not mistaken. As in, like, I took the trade, I got filled on a partial, and then the rest got stopped at break even. I'm just going in my journal now to see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it was. Come on. New highs. New highs. Let Brad have a cool trade. What's NQ doing? Pretty similar sort of stuff, really. Looks like it jumped way higher off the open, NQ, compared to ES. Then it had the same sort of, kind of almost a bear flag or a bull flag, whatever you'd call that. And then continuation. Come on, it's getting real stuck at this current session value area high, which is a pain. Real pain. It is good though in the sense that this POC is becoming pretty solid now in relation to the rest of the volume profile. Obviously, that only helps me if we do hold above this POC, which so far we are doing. We dipped below it once, and then we've made it a bit more solid. That candle opened with a nice little pop. Let's get more of that. More of that pop, please. Still no new high of day. That candle really popped off the open a bit though. Let's tag that position along one more because that's what it was. How long was that trade? 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, basically 4 minutes. Ah, not the break even. Not the cruel break even. Don't do it to me, please. Everything that I kind of wanted to see for like a situation where I would hold a runner, I saw, so I can't really complain at this break even. It's just unfortunate. It seems like every time I go for a runner, I get stopped at break even, and every time I don't hold a runner, it runs. Ah, well. Break even on the second one. Damn. Really doesn't want me to have some fun runner trades. I'm literally like a 1-to-1 merchant. I don't know if I want to take another trade now because I'm up. I'm up. And it's a Monday. We'll see. If there's something else presents itself that's real solid, we'll take it. But if not, I will be done. We'll hang around here for maybe another 30 minutes. Finish at like 11, just because it's Monday. Yeah, this holding the runners situation, really I don't know, I need to figure something out because like I've taken the past 2 trades that I've taken, so the trade today and the trade from Friday, both played out like that. Was that trade on Friday? I feel like Friday was a no trade day. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday. The trade I took. I took it just after I finished the stream on Wednesday. I wasn't expecting anything, and then I got something. But yeah, it's like that trade and the trade today. If I had taken my full position off at the 1-to-1, I would be up a whole like 1R compared to what I am now. So, but then again, if they both were a position where the runner worked out, then I would be up another like 2R. So just something that I need to think about, I guess. See, look at this. If this does what I said it did before, where it's kind of does the one test. It does the one test, or breaks through it, does the one test, gets me my first move, stops me at break even on the second contract, and then does the move that I was holding the runner for. It's going to be so annoying if it does it. That would have been another... I'd be break even on that long already if I would to have taken that again. I didn't want to take that again because the volume profile doesn't look as nice, but just as clean, if not cleaner, of a reaction. That would have been filled if you took the long there, the second test. At a 1-to-1. But yeah, if this blows through the highs now and shoots up to previous week's high, then I don't know. Maybe I'll have to. I need to figure something out because I want to be able to hold for these bigger moves because I think it really benefits. Prop firm trading. But if I have to wait for the second bounce, I don't know. There's new high of day. Like maybe for my first trade of the day, I shouldn't be holding a runner. And then the second trade, then I can start holding runners. Because then I'm like, if I were to take a trade, win it, like today, and then be up like a whole 1R, I would then happily be able to risk another trade. And potentially hold. And then at the worst outcome in that is that I win the first one, lose the second one, and then I'm just break even on the day, and I'll either be done for the day or try again. Depends if I see a clean enough setup. I don't think I've ever really seen that many setups in an hour and a half. I usually see like 1 or 2 solid ones. Or best case scenario, I win the first one, and I win the second one, and I'm able to trail the second one for like double the position. That's like a 3R day. Like, roughly. Compared to, like, a break-even day at worst. From 2 trades. I don't know. I'll probably have a chat with, I'll have a chat with chat. Chat with ChatGPT. That's what I always do when I'm contemplating things like this. It really is just consolidating around this POC, though. Yeah, it's just consolidating. Doesn't look like it's gonna run. But yeah, I wanna be able to. I need a metric or something that I can see that tells me like, you probably want to be holding a runner today. I need some sort of rule for like either always hold a runner, or like hold a runner if these things happen. Because my idea then was like, we're breaking outside of the overnight sessions value and the previous day's session value. Like we're through the value levels, so we should go and explore. So, but we didn't. We just consolidated. What's NQ doing? Consolidating as well. Those NQ value levels aren't up to date. How are all you boys doing? Let's do a poll, actually. I never do these. Let's do a poll. Green, red, or flat. Oh, sorry, I just whacked the fucking microphone. Green. Oh, red. And option flat. I would guess that most people are going to be flat because we're like, what? Just over an hour into the first session of the day. The first session of the week. Not the first session, actually. We had London. So yeah, if I took that second bounce, I would be one partial filled and break even, like stop at break even on the second contract. So we'll see if that would have been like the same case as the first trade I took, or if this was now going to break. There's new highs, so I would have probably trailed a little bit more into profit, like what I was thinking about doing before, trailing just below the POC node. If this does break and go and explores like all the way up to previous week's value area high, I'm going to be fuming. That should be me in that trade. Do you know what I just realised as well? I'll have to do that at some other point, but I can log into TraderVate on TradingView, I think. So then you can see like my open position. Not just like on the DOM above me. I'll do that next. Actually, there's no point in me doing that next week because I'll be on TopStep X then. Not TraderVate. Gonna miss TraderVate. Gonna miss you. I'll be back. Okay, seriously, fuck off, yes. Think you can just go and explore new value when I'm not in the trade? You make me sick. Okay, that dog barking. He does my head in the morning. He just doesn't shut the fuck up. He's got an issue. It's so like clear to me though, like the more I do this, like look how well the value area levels have held up there. We had the first half an hour just kind of moving around, but look where we dropped to. We dropped to previous week's point of control, like near enough perfectly. And then bounced up from there. Retested overnight point of control on the way up here. So like that's one value area clean reaction. That's kind of another one. We had another one there, a little tap. And then we broke outside of value for the first time of the day after the open. We did have this initial little run, but that's right at the open, so like I'm probably not going to be trading that anyway unless there's like a real clean confluence of value levels. And then we had tap number 4 and tap number 5, which is now slapping me in the face because it's just running off to my ultimate target, which is previous week's value area high. If we get up there, I'll call the stream probably like in 10 minutes or so, just because that's like me done for the day. I'm not really going to get anything. But yeah, this like it's done exactly what I said before. I get in on the first tap. Well, we break, retest. I get in on the first retest, and then I try and hold a runner, but get stopped at break even with the runner. And that move that comes and stops me is normally the second tap of the value level, which then more times than not seems to be the one where it runs. So I'm not sure what I meant to do with that information other than what I outlined before, which I'll have to just like think about it and think about whether it's worthwhile. I do like the idea of maybe not trying to hold a runner on my first trade of the day. Like, let me get some, like, decent profit. Let me get 1 hour up and then assess the situation. Let me just take like a little step into profit, and then I can just like exponentially increase from there. Instead of trying to hit like the best trade of the day straight away off the first trade. I like that. I like that approach, to be honest. That sounds like it makes sense. I'm just gonna that's surely gonna make it to previous week's value area high, right? It's not really built much volume up there, but it's a pretty prominent POC. That's a pretty bullish looking volume profile. P-shaped. Retested the current session value area high. That fucking seagull. Oh my god, look, can you see my blind? That looks just pure golden. That's why my blinds shut in the middle of the day when I'm streaming, because like look at the heavens that will open because of the way that my house faces. If I open this blind, it's actually really nice, but it just I can't even need to see OBS. Where's OBS at? How bad does that look? Oh, you know what? That doesn't even look that bad. It's just that a lot of times it's in my eyes. It's actually not though, so I'll keep it open. Just don't try and figure out where I live. Yeah, when I like first start the stream, if I have that blind open, the sun is like almost guaranteed to be like directly into my fucking eyeballs, which is just not ideal. Where was I? Let's end this poll. 3 people. What do we have? Is that gonna pop up in chat? It should do, right? I mean, I saw that 2 people were green. I think it said 67% green, and then 1 person was flat, which is honestly surprising. I'm surprised that many people, like 2 people in here got a trade. I would have thought that most people were flat. I'm gonna make a post in Cammy's community right now about this whole second tap of the value level being the one that looks like a better runner option. I can't believe it actually did that second tap and now it's there. What a piss take. Well, that's previous week's value area high. Fuck you, yes. Son of a bitch. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm going to... Oh, shit. I'm going to call the stream there since everything I wanted to see has happened. I mean, it's so annoying that it couldn't have done that right after my first tap and instead did this whole second tap bullshit. But at least it happened, you know. Cool to see it. I just need to figure out what my runner trades are going to look like because, like, that's a whole 8.25. That's a whole, like, 2.5, almost 3R that I'm potentially missing out on. Well, at half, it was with half the contract because I would have taken a partial, but like still, that's a whole like trade and a half of profit that I'm not leaving it on the table, but I can. There is something I can change to my approach where I'm going to be capturing these moves more often because at the minute I'm yet to catch one. But yeah, I hope you boys appreciate. I hope you boys appreciated. I hope you boys enjoyed the stream. We caught a dub at least, so that's fun. I appreciate you all for coming and hanging out with me, and I will be here again tomorrow, the exact same time. So yeah, catch you later, boys. I'm gonna go and talk to ChatGPT and the school Cami school community about how I can be a better trader.